All right, so recently we did a post on whether or not, basically we did a post on the Twitter rants of 2011. Now, basically we started with 5, but obviously there was more than that. 2 of the highlights were The Game and Chris Brown. The Game, as you know, in 2010, tried to reunite G-Unit over Twitter, and that turned into chaos between him and Tony Yayo going back and forth. Then you had Chris Brown, who tried to give a little compliment, that's what he called it, to Frank Ocean, and that turned into a war between him, Frank Ocean, and the entire Odd Future. So basically, it's kind of like, in this day and age, the diss record kind of doesn't exist anymore. You don't have any more ethers, you don't have any more takeovers. So do y'all think social media is to blame for that?
I don't think social media is to blame. I just think we have lame beefs now. You know what I mean? Like, I think in any other time, you had people who had legitimate problems with each other. Like Jay and Nas had some real deep shit stuff.
Very real.
Right. Yes. More in Carmen, right?
That was some real stuff. So that beef was entertaining for the fact that A, they had actual issues with each other, and B, there were dope lyricists that wouldn't want to settle it any other way anyway. So I think if it was a time where Jay and Nas got into it now, Nas ain't no Twitter dude like that.
Right.
Jay tweets once every 6 months. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If it really got into it, I really think that, that would be it.
Twitter or social media kind of ruined hip hop for you a little bit, because you remember when Jay and Nas was going at it, and if you were in New York, Flexes, it's like, yo, we got Jay coming up here, he's about to drop off this next super ugly joint, is dropping at 3 o'clock, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? There was no Twitter, there was nothing like that to ruin that moment. So once you heard that drop, it's just like, oh, like everybody's listening to the radio, everybody's tuning in, everybody's talking about it.
How much time did you give when you were writing Ether? How much time did you give to that?
I mean, everybody's like, oh, did you do it in one day? You just knocked it out? Nah, I was working on my album and I didn't want to do Ether. I didn't want to even do a record talking about another rapper.
But you felt you had to.
I had to, dog. I really did.
Then, like you said, if someone said they put a tune on or a diss track out at 7 o'clock, you had to make sure you were home.
Right.
Go listen to it, and that's it. Like now, somebody can go get that track, leak that track out to the net.
Right.
So like before, you had to go get it off somebody. If
Right.
you're trying to take the track, you had to take it off their physical person.
Right.
I kind of see it like this, the social media thing kind of enhances everything. Because it's not just about the song anymore, it's about the experience. So like Watch the Throne, I feel like it was more than just, an album, it was sort of this event, you know what I mean? It was like people were looking towards this like Christmas, you know what I mean? Where you're looking for that new update, you're looking for this, viral video, you need something every day. I think that it's sort of like, you're living through the process with these rappers. I think this is a new skill for them to have. Like, can you rhyme? Can you dress? Can you tweet? You know what I mean? Like, can you get people interested? I mean, I feel like you're getting people involved in the process who might otherwise just totally, you know what I'm saying?
I think also with social media, it kind of democratized everything where you have so much struggle rap. It's just dominating like the space, and you're just like, come on, man. Like people are like, so when something like Watch the Throne drops, it's like, finally something that's like major that I could get into and I could like listen to all the way through and keep talking about for months later, because every day there's some new rapper dropping like some struggle rhyme, and you're like, an hour later you're like, enough, I don't want to hear this again. Back onto like the Twitter beefing though, I think like that's a prime form of entertainment for myself.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. How do you feel about it?
If we could just like reflect a little bit, like Fab, I think is like the king. I mean, he chilled out kind of now, but like I used to be like, yo, I go to that time like, yo, who's he talking about? Who he did?
I think Fab is an example of somebody who knows how to tweet.
Yeah.
I mean, he's funny, he's pithy, and 140 characters. If you can get it in and you get people to retweet you, I mean, I feel like it's lifted his profile.
All right, so look, as a commission here, then we're going to take a vote. Overall, how many think social media has ruined the diss record? Raise your hand.
Has ruined the diss record?
Has ruined the diss record.
Yes.
All right, that's 3-2.
It's ruined the records, period.
He hates technology.
All right, so that's how it is. The commission says social media has killed the diss record. All right, make sure y'all like us on Facebook. Follow us at Hip Hop Wire for all the latest news, updates, music, and all that other good stuff. Twitter beefs, everything. Salute.